Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. I'm Brogan, and I am with Mike.
Hello, we have another jam-packed crypto special on this slightly chilly Saturday morning. I am, of course, with Hollywood. He calls himself Brogan.
I'm in Dubai today.
He really is Hollywood, and he's in Dubai today because we know where the budget for this channel is being spent, and it certainly isn't on equipment. So today we're going to do the hybrid show again because we have Hollywood here. We're going to look at Compound. We're going to look at what it is, why it's in the news, what the charts say. We're going to look at Pepe. Again, we're going to look at some price action on Pepe. And then we're going to look at another project called Status, which, because it's Brogan's show today, I know nothing about. So I'm in the same position as you. We're going to listen to what Brogan has to say. He will show us the charts. I will ask the questions that you want to ask. Always remember, this is a two-way stream. Any questions you've got, drop them into chat, and either myself or Brogan will see them and we'll give you a shout out or whatever it might be. So we've got a bit of news to follow. We're going to look at what happens if the US goes into lockdown, which it always does when it hits the debt ceiling. Then we've got two bits of crypto news. We've got an article about Mr. Beast and one about Pudgy Penguins, which is an NFT project. And as you know, if you're on here, I'm not a fan of NFT projects, even though Web3 Superstar tries to convince me that I am. Sorry?
I've grown up as well.
Yeah, and he's grown up as well.
I used to be like, oh, they're not that bad. And then,
He used to play, what was it called? That Penguins game.
Oh, Club Penguin, that was so
Club
good.
Penguin.
That was so good.
That got shut down. You know why that got shut down?
Why?
Because of the wrong people on there.
Oh, did it actually get shut off because of that?
Yeah, really naughty. So that's that. And then in about 45, 50 minutes time, we will have a quiz. We're going to try and get the show done in about an hour and 5 minutes because we have to dash off after the show, have a very important meeting with a man about our weekly shopping. So before we do any of that, Brogan's going to look at the charts, gainers, losers, the usual kind of things, and I'm going to drop a box. Over to you. Hollywood,
Drinking my
over there in Dubai.
cocktail.
Is there a delay on the stream?
Yes, there is.
Perfect. Perfect, that's one on here. I'm
Get
just
that.
going to drop a box.
There we go. All right. We are on CoinMarketCap. We are going to look at the things we always look at and realize how nothing's changed. Bitcoin dominance, 48.9%. Oh, what a surprise. Ethereum, 18.7%. Surprise. Market cap, $1.08 trillion. Surprise. Nothing's changed. I'm not going to bother with that. But we are going to do the fun part, which is the 24-hour.
24-hour.
Gainers at Chili's.
Taking forever to type in.
Phantom and 4.38%. Chainlink, there's other channels which do crypto, obviously, and do TA, but obviously you can listen to them or you can listen to us. And I don't know why you wouldn't listen to us, seems though we always seem to get it right.
Always.
Oh, financial advice.
We've got a great track record on this channel.
Yeah, apart from that one time. Frac share, I don't know who that is. Compound down 2.56%, which we've been talking about today.
Good time to buy.
Yeah, exactly. Pepe 1.62%. We're talking about that as well today.
Right.
See, we're getting these perfect price positions.
We do.
30-day, anything interesting? Maker, Chainlink. See, we talked about that and stuff. It's up 32%.
What price is Chainlink?
It's at $8
And
3 cents.
remember what we said on the channel on Thursday is that we were going to sell. Brogan said we're going to hit the upper range, which is $8 and something. We said we'd sell 100 link at that price. So we'll have to do that today. Hold our promise.
Coin's up 26% as well. We covered that.
Good.
All chains up 25%.
Covered that as well, didn't we?
AAV, I think.
Arve.
14%.
Yeah.
Compound's up 8%, though. We were only talking about that today. But, you know, we've got our what's it called? Our dominance in terms of the uppers when we covered them.
What about the downers? Let me update the menu. How are we doing?
Yeah, this is the one issue. Gala's down 31%.
Yeah, but it's up. It's up recently, isn't it?
Like 1%.
Yeah, it's gonna come back, Gala.
Yeah, but obviously there's that out of control. Sui as well. That's the one, but it's 12% down, 12.6. But they do have good prospects for because of the partnerships.
I'm done. I've done all my box updates, everything you could imagine. So I've updated the menu to move on to Compound because we don't want to run out of time today.
No, we really do not.
Because we do like on this channel, although we have news, although we look at TA, 60% of what we talk about on here is pretty much our opinions. So I'd find it quite boring if I just sat here and read the news, or you sat here and read the news. I like to actually just discuss it. I think that's what people like to hear, our opinions, rather than just you reciting.
Yeah, because that's the point of why you watch a streamer. Obviously you want to hear the information and what they give, but at the same time, the majority of it is their opinion. Yeah. And their thoughts and feelings on things, especially on TA side of things. So
Compound, then you're going to start off. Are you going to? Yeah. What are you bring the website up first?
Yeah, quickly, because there's not too much on the information. There's obviously the documents and stuff. It's not like a whole project review.
We don't need to look at that.
So I'm going to move on to the articles, etc. But I'm just going to go through, because they've got some platforms at the bottom, of who uses their system.
So what is Compound?
Compound. So it's a secure money platform, more so than anything. It's not like a special one for privacy or anything like that. Their shtick is for security. I'm pretty sure security, and just for finance. On security basically. Yeah.
Okay.
So they've got this huge amount. I'm not going to read this all out, but they've got a lot of collateral in terms of their money. So similar to how we went over that one where you kind of cross-chain liquidity stuff. This is one for borrowing. Borrow against a lot, like 2 billion. Is it 2 billion? Yeah, $2 billion, which is pretty crazy.
Right. Okay. And then that you can borrow against your assets
as well. Yeah.
So this has got kind of like this is a market maker. So it has buyers and sellers, or should I say borrowers and
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So but importantly, they've got quite a high amount of collateral for the amount they're borrowing.
Okay.
Which is always good to see, because.
And I take it their revenue model is taking a cut of.
It'd probably be, yeah. I mean, if we went to the documents and went to tokenomics and stuff, you'd probably get into that. But so
it's a project with real, actual revenue compared to a lot of projects that we look at sometimes, which have potential. This is a real.
Yeah, this is being used
project,
especially with, in this. It's like a proper lending. Its main stick is security lending, more so of a finance based one. So this try Compound community built interfaces integrating the protocol. So you've got Anchorage, Fireblocks, Ledger, BitGo. So Ledger access Compound directly from the security of your Ledger wallet. Yeah, fine. But it's good to see that they're incorporating this ecosystem. So it's not just some random top 200 token or anything like that.
Okay.
Earn, you got OKX.
Okay.
Other platforms, which I'm not going to say just in case. But
other platforms are available.
Yeah. And we've got some management things. Yeah, well, no problem.
Right. What about? So let's. I'm just checking, keeping an eye on the time. What about the article? What does the article have to say about it? Because what I did the other day was I had an article about a token. I read the article, looked at what prices. It was Solana actually. I looked at what the chap suggested for the price, support and resistance and things. And then I compared it to what I had. And we weren't a million miles away. We were out by about 5% on what each other said. So if you have a quick look at the Compound price that's on there, and then you do your TA, just to see, just to give the viewers two different
opinions. The same opinion.
Oh, the same opinion, exactly.
I'm doing TA live today.
Because that's how good he is. That's why he's called Hollywood, because he drops blockbuster after blockbuster.
I don't know. It's just what I do. I mean, you'd have to thank me or anything.
Yes, exactly.
Crypto analyst says comp price will reach $66 if this happens. That's a little clickbait, little hook. If this happens, what's going to happen?
Exactly. I like the ones where it says XRP is going to hit $689. It's never going to hit $689. I'm going to put my entire reputation on the line and say today XRP is never going to hit $689 in my lifetime. Because it would need a market cap of something ridiculous like 100 trillion or something outrageous like that. It's never going to happen. But it's nice. It's a big number, but it's not. What is it? It's 50% from where it is now, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, we'll get charts and we'll go through it. So I said F58BF. Thanks for everything. Hope you're fine. Thank you. Appreciate that. Very nice comment that was.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Drop comments. Let us know. Do you like Compound? Do you like Pepe? Have you heard of Status? Are you drinking coffee? Are you drinking tea? Are you in
I'm
bed?
getting coffee, but
Are you watching us from the comfort of your sofa? Are you in a park? Let us know. Remember, this is supposed to be a two-way stream. It's not just me and Brogan sitting here having a conversation.
no.
We want to actively get you involved. So anything you want to say, comment.
It's a fraud.
Sorry?
Thank you, Captain Doing It. And then we said thank you for the comment. He said please B&B. Fraud. Honest. Anyway, this week has seen the comp price put on one of the most impressive rallies amid the bear market. Price recovery has seen the digital asset gain more than 22% over a 7-day period, cementing its position as a top gainer. But even with such an already significant gain, one analyst believes that the rally is far from over.
Yeah.
Mr. Crypto Paradise. Oh yeah, this sounds like someone I should trust.
Crypto Paradise. Interesting. You know what? I think you should stream from a beach next week.
Yeah, I might do. I was thinking of going down to the beach from a hotel, but I like it to be honest. I just want to stay here. I don't know why I'm looking over there. I think I've got my monitor over here, so he's like on my over screen. So yeah, and there's a bit of a delay, but you know, it's not really coming across on the camera. So he says, in the event of such a breakout. Oh no, he's got. Hold on, wait. Explains using the chart, the double bottom that had formed for the digital assets back in June. At this time, the altcoin had undergone what they called a monumental breakout that ended in a 269% surge. Applying this historical movement to the current double bottom formation produces a potential 65 to 80% increase, according to the analyst. In the event of such a breakout, we anticipate a remarkable price increase ranging from 65 to 80%. Notably, this aligns with the positions of two pivotal double Fibonacci resistance levels at $60 and $66, the analyst explains.
Okay.
Right.
So, right. But and this is a question that I've got for you. Mm-hmm. What is going to cause this price surge? So we know Compound makes money from its asset under management, yeah? So it's got 2 billion. In that bull run that we're going to see in 2 years' time, that could be 10 billion on assets under management. Then you would expect a 5x in the price because, you know, the revenue as a percentage of the token value, whatever. What is going to cause a 80% surge in the price of this token when the assets under management, which is crypto, we're not expecting a 60 to 80% surge in the market for the whole market. Yeah. So why is this? Because bear in mind, this is like what's the word? This is a result of the market. This is based on what happens in the market. Yeah. So why do you think he suggested that? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't know. I mean, I think he's basically, from what we've read, he's basically going off historical data. He's going, well, this happened, and then it led to a breakout. So if something similar is happening again, it's going to be in a breakout, which, you know. All
right, so that's his price. What's his price then? $66, $60 and $66.
$66.
Right, let's go over live to Dubai to see what Hollywood has to say about the price of Compound in the short term.
I'm in Dubai for a reason, so, you know.
Why for the reason?
Got this.
Why is he there? Because he has to buy things.
Yes. And avoid things.
You know what? We need that soundboard back. You know, with the clips. So you can have crickets as a button.
Yes, we're doing that for the Halloween thing.
We are. Yes.
We're getting like an iPad.
In fact, would you all like a very quick clip of the special effects we're going to be using during Halloween?
Oh.
Get ready for that. We've been practicing how we're going to do it. So we have our first one, which is
Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman. Headless TA. That's going to be our first Halloween special effect. As you can see, Brogan is there, but he doesn't have a head. Perfect. There we go. Right, Compound.
All right.
So $1666. What do you think we're looking at? Do you think we are? Because the thing is, what I don't want to do is give stupid Moonboy hopium on a token. I like to see realistic price levels. Like, where was it 3 months ago? Where was it 6 months ago? Stuff like that. What do we think? And at this rate, I'm going to tell you something now. At this rate, I don't think we're going to get through the three projects. It's already 11:15. It's 11:15. You've been in Dubai and you've been a headless horseman.
I'll go soon.
Sorry?
I'll go soon. Got something to do. I'll buy a car.
In the olden days, we used to say, I've got to go and see a man about a dog. That's what they used to say in the olden days. You'd say to your mum, "Where are you going?" I'm going to see a man about a dog," and then they'd leave the house under that comment.
Right. I forgot. Let me get the little thingy-majiggy.
Right. I'm going to check if I need to drop a box anytime soon while you do that.
Okay, month based. There we go. Oh, it's looking rough. Eesh.
What, the price is looking rough?
Well, obviously this is kind of a lot more short term than he's probably talking about.
Right.
Okay. Let's go back a bit. I mean, I'm probably going to end up looking at, because his was like kind of like, this is quite short term. This is like month based. Fibonacci's only gone back like a couple months. This is quite like shorter term. Well, not short term, but his was over like a long period of time. So
can you see the double bottom he's talking about on your chart?
I'm on 4 hour. If I go to like a week or something, or day, I'll probably
daily, probably better.
Maybe see.
Because we had there was another token we were looking at, wasn't there, the other day on? I know what had the double bottom. When we did the review of the token yesterday, have you turned the volume down, by the way? You have.
Yeah.
Music
you
volume.
would.
We had complaints about our music. Let us know in chat what you think of our music. Do you like our music?
Yeah, I'll change it. But...
The token that we looked at yesterday,
the boom and the boom, yeah.
that had a double bottom on it.
Yeah.
Can you see the double bottom on Compound?
Yeah, it goes twice to like $29.
So we found good resistance at $29.
It's probably more so 26 because it bounces off it and then it bounces off it again. So about $26.
Okay.
22.
So that's the local, reasonably local bottom. When did that happen?
Once in 5th of June, and then 6th of June a year ago. Then we go to the day. It does have actually. There's another point. Oh, there's okay. So 30th of December last year.
Yeah.
About 29. Well, no, 26.81 or whatever.
Okay.
And then more recently on 10th of June-ish, about 26 as well.
All right. And where do we expect this coin to go? I'm going to push you on time because it's nearly 20 past 11.
All right.
So I'm going to push you on time. I want some short-term 1 to 2 week price targets for Compound.
Yeah. It's not looking good. So we've got there we go. So if you look Fibonacci, we broke out of red. Okay, woohoo, great. But we can, more importantly, if we look at two things actually, we've got let me get I always like getting the divergence charts up. Oops.
Don't tell me we've got bearish divergence.
Oops, actually I think
this segment started with such hope, and Hollywood over there is just pouring petrol all over our hopes and dreams.
Yeah. So if we see the chart here, so on the right we've got bearish, we've got the top. Oops, click on. We've got this top here going on the price, going upwards. This thing, I know there's a 10 like higher lows, whatever it is, and then the Fibonacci. Oh, not Fibonacci. Sorry, the RSI. Lower lows.
Yeah.
You say. So we can see.
Is that on the daily?
This is on 4 hour.
Right. Okay. So shorter term, we're going to come down.
So this is going upwards. This yellow line, but then we go to the RSI. This obviously is very.
You've got 60 seconds.
Right, fine. So this is going down. So there's bearish divergence. There's only 2 points of volume. The one on the top for a resistance level is extremely weak at $48.12.
What's the price now?
$47.42. But then we've got a really strong point of support at I believe that's $40.04, which was. It seems to be a resistance level for a continuous period of time between the 13th of September and 27th.
Okay, so because we're going to run so far over late. So what we're saying is we can either short from here, short it to $40, or accumulate at $40. Remember, none of these segments are sponsored. We're not paid by Compound or Pepe or anybody else. And this is our personal opinion. It's not something we tell you to do. We're showing you the chart. Do your own research. Now we need to move on to Pepe, or we are going to be here at 1 o'clock.
Oh, this is quite quickly.
So let's go through Pepe, because I want to get onto status because I don't know anything about it, and I don't think we're going to have enough time to do all the articles. So let's just crack on with Pepe.
All right. So I'm just going to read this really quickly, like over the key points. So bulls gather to push Pepe back to top 100. An assessment of whale activity during the week reveals that whales did in fact accumulate during the week, but will this be enough to push Pepe back to the top 100? Pepe might finally join in top cryptocurrencies by market cap if it secured robust demand. Press time.
Now, you finish this, and then I'm going to spend 20 seconds explaining what happened to Pepe when you finish the article, and that'll give you enough time to bring the chart up.
Actually, you know what? I'm even. People are buying Pepe.
People are buying Pepe. Okay. So while you bring the chart up, I'll give you do you want about 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Right. So the reason we've covered Pepe before, it's very difficult to find new projects to go through, and it's also we don't want to cover 3 new projects a show because it's a lot of information to give you. So we always try and pick out a couple of existing big projects and then a small one, which is going to be Status. Now Pepe is a meme coin. It's the second biggest meme coin behind Doge. No, it's not. It's the third biggest meme coin behind Doge and Sheeb. Pepe was rug pulled by its own team. I did a video about Pepe 4 months ago, which I mentioned quite a lot on here because I said this was a scam. We don't know who the team are. It's not doxed. It's going to be a rug pull. It then did 3,000%, and the video I made was crucified for it. But the point of the matter was, 6 of the 8 developers rug pulled, stole all the money, which I think was about $34 million. The price absolutely crashed down. But that was 3 or 4 weeks ago. Ready?
Yeah.
Right, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and now I would expect some kind of price recovery. Over to you.
Yeah, so you
take it away.
You're talking about the price falling.
Yeah.
So on, let me close this out.
What day did that happen?
On the big one,
what was the big crash? What was the date of the big crash?
I don't know. I'm on trackpad. I don't want to go all the way back.
Right.
I can go.
Doesn't matter. It's not important.
If I talk about more of a local one.
Yeah.
On the 10th of September. No, yeah, 10th of September. So I drew this line last time we covered this, and it followed it pretty well. So on the 1st of September, all the way up to about 9th to 10th of September, I drew a line at 79. I'm just going to say 79 because it's fractions. But there was a line at 79 where it was like a support. It wasn't a resistance, but it was like a support level where we were just staying there.
Yeah.
You know, the highest we went past this line was 82. So we stayed on this line for ages. And then 10th September, we broke down, lowest being about 60. Yeah, so 60. And then we had a huge candle from 60 to 70. And then we rode up, and we're now back at 79. 79, sorry.
So we found our bottom.
Yeah.
Haven't we? So now would be a good time if you're into TA and you're one of these whales. Now is the good time to accumulate because the storm's passed. The developers that are left there are going to try and rebuild. So what kind of price targets can we see?
It's looking rough.
Or are we looking rough again?
It's looking rough because, so let's have a nosy. So we have, looking at the volume, we've got 2 great big points. We've got one at 79.
Yeah.
Which is good. Which is where we are now, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we could continue doing what we did from the 1st to the 10th of September.
And just crab.
Just sit at 79.
Yeah.
However, there is an even stronger point of support at 67, which was between the 22nd and the 25th. It bounced off on the 27th. It bounced off 67.
Yeah.
And it sat at 67 between the 22nd and the 25th. So it was like a one step down from 79. It was 67 where it kind of crabbed again.
So questions then. Are we looking at, because just bear in mind one thing, I'm supposed to be Mr. Red, Mr. Negative, and Hollywood's supposed to be Mr. Green, Mr. Positive, and all he's doing is he's poo-pooing all of these projects that we're looking at. So the question is, Mr. Hollywood, are we going to, in your opinion, are we looking at another step down? Because the answer can just be yes or no.
I think we're going to crab again at 79.
Okay.
But, depending on what happens with Pepe and, articles that come out, etc. Because, we're at a strong point right now because, the difference in volume between 67 and 79, it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like having 2 stone steps.
Yeah.
If you slip off one step, you're going to land on the other one.
Yeah.
But as long as you don't slip on the first one, you're not going to fall down.
Okay.
So it's kind of that situation where, like we talk about, where resistance levels can be like hundreds of dollars above. It's just people putting it there. It's kind of the situation where yes, volume might be higher at the bottom, but we're equally just as strong at the top where we're not going to fall down.
So is this Is this one that we watch? Do we short it or do we accumulate? Is this a good level to accumulate, Pepe?
If the prospect being we're gonna go, because we've fallen drastically down. If the prospects are being, we're gonna eventually get back to where we were if everything goes right, and there's no, CEO stabs other CEO, and goes to jail for it. As long as there's no situation like that, we should see us coming back up. Okay. Hopefully. So, but now would be a good price. I mean, the difference between 79 and 67, we're at a strong point right now, so we're going to crap, I think.
That's a 20% increase, isn't it? Between, what did you say, between 60 and 72?
Yeah. Oh, from where, so we're at 15, we've gone up 15% since the other point. We've just, interesting. Okay, so we're actually below, and this is so fractional. I need to check this.
Okay.
I need to make the rows, because the rows are like blocky, so I need to know the exact price.
All right, you do that.
This is very particular. This is.
Sometimes it's really difficult to draw the fib levels on charts, and especially when you're trying to draw trend lines and things like that, it's really difficult to catch all the right lines. That's where I don't find trend analysis too difficult. It's just making sure you catch enough of the key points.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just refreshing the page though, because it's not changing. You can change the thickness of the lines and how many there are.
Like if you looked at the top for Pepe, like if you zoomed out, which I'm not asking you to, if you zoomed out, we're probably going to be down about 80%, 90% from the all-time high on Pepe.
Yeah.
Something like that. And considering in May this coin didn't even exist, June, July, August, September, so we're 4 months down the line, we've had a 3,000% pump, 90% or 80% retractment. We've had 6 of the 8 developers walk away, and the project isn't even 6 months old. So if it survives this and comes out of this phase, we should see some nice price action on this, shouldn't we?
Yeah. It's not changing. Normally, if you change the row size, it changes like how thick everything is. You can see, but my line I drew was 7. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell based off not on a logical base, on a technological base. The bar at which there could be, because we're so close to it, I don't know if it's resistance or support at this point, because it goes between 78 and 79. But my line was drawn 79 because it was so thin. But we're at 78, 79 now, so we've just gone back up to 79. So this could be support. We've gone down to 78. I don't know, because if this is resistance, we could fall back down more because we've just hit, but we could bounce off.
Okay, right.
When you move.
We need to move on because it's now nearly half past, and we've got roughly 15 minutes to do a project I've never heard of and 3 articles. So I've got a funny feeling that we're going to have to miss out one of the articles. So let's get on to this project.
Really fast this then.
No. I don't need to go really fast because this is the sauce. You don't want to miss the sauce out. Okay. If you're making a bolognese, the last thing you want to miss out is the sauce. Okay. You can have it with potatoes or chips instead of spaghetti. That's the stuff at the end. But let's not miss out the sauce. So we're going to look at status TA. Now, I am in the same boat. I'm going to drop a box, by the way.
All right.
Just give me a second. Drop a box. All I'm going to say is I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I know nothing about this project. So I'm going to be hopefully asking the same questions that everybody else is going to ask. Right, so take it away.
So, private secure communication. Status is a secure messaging app, crypto wallet, and web-free browser built with state-of-the-art technology. Message, browse, transact on your terms. Integrated into one powerful super app for private private secure communication. Truly private messaging. Status uses an open source peer-to-peer protocol and end-to-end encryption to protect your messages from third parties. Keep your private messages private with Status. Decentralized web-free browser. Browse the growing ecosystem of dApps, including marketplaces, exchanges, games, and social networks. Latest security standards ensure a private browsing experience.
So this is Telegram and X, but on the blockchain.
Yes, absolutely. It's all a thing. So
okay.
So basically, it's an encrypted. It's an encrypted messaging platform, web-free browser where you can browse. Yeah. I think you can browse normal internet as well, probably because internet browser, but you can, go onto your, if you have an NFT project, you can go into it and look at it and connect the wallet within, a bit like how Phantom does it in other wallets, MetaMask. But it's also a wallet in itself as well. So I think you can send money. You can send money to each other. It's a bit like how Apple Pay has if you send the Apple Pay to another person on Apple, you can pay them. It's the same thing with this. So you can see.
Well, that's what Telegram were trying to do with Toncoin.
Yeah, well, this is what these guys have done.
And then the SEC came along and said you can't do that because security laws, whatever. So then the Ton Foundation was started, and then Telegram migrated all the IP and everything over to Ton. That's why you have Toncoin. That's why it's doing so well. So Toncoin is the Telegram version of this
idea.
This idea, exactly. So, all right, I'll let you finish.
So we've seen this example message. We have an extra ticket for the show tomorrow. Do you want it? Count me in. How much? $20. You can send me Ethereum, and then there's this nice looking UI button here, which has outgoing transaction of $20 of Ethereum. So you can send cryptocurrency. Within these wallets, you can send cryptocurrency in a message, which is quite nice. So it's a nice, if you're a power user who likes security, a bit how like Signal had the same thing. They were like, if you wanted security, use Signal. Yeah. You could probably use this as well, just as much because it's all encrypted. If you wanted to, have a wallet integrated alongside messaging, you can use this as well. It does look very nice. It's a very nice UI, and it's a web browser all in one. So it's quite a powerful app. It's like an all in one solution for a lot of things.
It sounds it. Now, all I'm going to say to this is, how is this going to compete with Telegram, and how is this going to compete with X? Because Telegram, this isn't going to work without adoption.
No. So obviously, it has at the current time right now. So I just got a question on one of the platforms. I'll answer this. DTA4HE. Answer your question. Sorry, I didn't see it. I'll answer your question in a second after this. The differential it has right now between other platforms of messaging and what they're trying to do, is the wallet integration with it. Obviously, it's secure. It's more secure. Telegram, it was similar. It was in the same basket of Telegram and Signal for security and like power users. However, Telegram now working with the CIA, aka it's not secure anymore. It's not like private. So the differentials between Telegram and this would be the fact that you can send cryptocurrency. It's all integrated into one, which is very nice. Which is what Telegram's trying to do. But it's also more private than.
Is this anonymous as well?
Yeah, it's private. Yes, it's
private and anonymous. You can send crypto back and forth.
Yeah, I'm just going to scroll down.
So then this is going to run up against the same opposition that Turbo Cash had,
right?
Which was, American government is trying to outlaw anything that's anonymous because they want to know, how long you slept last night and what you had for breakfast.
So in this part, retain your privacy, pseudo-anonymous account generation. You will never be asked for a phone number, email address, or bank account when generating a status account. Stay private and selectively reveal yourself to the world of status. So this is like, you can just create this with like nothing. You don't need any information, so it's completely private, completely secured, completely encrypted, and it's got wide integration. I think this is pretty cool.
It is. It's cool, but again, the two problems I've got, or the two problems that I think have been highlighted, is it needs adoption. Adoption is 10 million people, 20 million people using it, and the second is that the CIA or the American government, same thing I suppose, is this isn't going to be allowed in America or probably France. There's lots of countries which claim to be all about freedom and liberty, but don't allow anonymity.
80% of the VPNs you're going to buy, which say anonymous, they have to keep logs. So for example, if you want a VPN and you want to be secure and you want to use it for security and like privacy, you need to find there's only specific ones you can use for actual privacy. Because the majority of them have to keep like hard drive logs of everything which is going on, so that governments can read it.
Unless what about a Tor browser? That would be
Tor
better.
also works because it's a peer-to-peer thing. So
the problem with Tor browsers, and I'm going off on a tangent, I don't have enough time for this. The problem with a Tor browser is that because so few people use it, you're automatically flagged. The Tor browser, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by trying to be private, you're just automatically putting a big red siren on top of your head. And with this, much as I love the concept, I love the idea of it, in terms of if you ran your business off status, and you were anonymous, nobody knew who you were, it was difficult to track down. How did the tax authorities charge you your fees. So I'm all for privacy and anonymity and all that kind of stuff. But we have to have, as a civilization, there has to be a price to lose some of that to allow. Like, what happens if 10 million people in a country all start using this and nobody pays tax? Country would come to its knees. So I love the concept, and maybe this is the kind of thing that somebody like, maybe not Telegram or Twitter, Signal or someone, maybe it ends up morphing into an existing project. Because I know LimeWire or the other one, they were looking,
Napster and stuff. They're trying to do some.
They're trying to do something. So maybe they end up partnering with Status.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and for the privacy end of things, yeah, absolutely.
So what about price?
Right, so yeah, I'm going to answer one of the questions though.
Okay.
Someone asked, I can't tab to the platform one. Can I buy Pepe now, or is it not advisable to? Well, looking at the volume, it is directly at. Obviously the bar was so hard to read. I can't tell if we're at support or resistance. So that's something to keep in mind. However, if we are at support, a good time could be now to buy. I would say, because we're going to crab. I think because we did that from the first to like the 10th. For 10 days we crabbed on the same price, and obviously we fell down. We came right back up. So, but if it is resistance, then we could fall back down to 67. So I normally have a side answer because of the data. However, it looks skewed. The data is skewed to me because the support is between 2 points. So I don't want to say yes or no.
Okay.
It's hard to read, so sorry about that. But it could, either way, if you're sitting for the long term, you could buy it now and it will eventually go up. So yeah, but on short term, it's difficult to say.
So maybe put some buy orders in. The other way is, if you're unsure, you can DCA in, you can dollar cost average in. So if the price is, what do you say it was, 70?
79.
79. You can put buy orders at 75, 70, 68, 66, 64, 62. And you can divide the amount you want in Pepe, the amount you want to invest in Pepe, you can divide that between several different buying areas. And if you hit them, you hit them. If you don't, you don't. But you'll be getting the Pepe. It's like insurance against a sudden price drop. You catch it all the way down. And I think we've had as much of the bad news out of Pepe as we're going to get.
Yeah.
The macro climate, I think we've had as much of the bad news as we're going to get, but we are going to do an article in a minute about the US lockdown, or shutdown, should I say. So we're going to go through that, and that might change my opinion. Who knows? Right, price action. We've got, I think what's going to happen is, I think we're going to miss most of the quiz out because it's now nearly 20 to 12.
All right.
So let's give you 3 or 4 minutes to do price action.
All right. So we're looking quite heavy right now.
I'm gonna drop a box.
So you can see what RSI and price we are and the volume. The price looks very like unsustainably high right now.
Yeah.
So if we look, I just get my lines out. We've got 2 points in particular I can point out and look at. We've got.
There we go. That's how we started now.
So what price? So currently we're at about 2.4 cents right now. But there's two volumes. So we're in this like blue area right now, and we rose up from orange all the way past this green, broke out twice to this blue. So, and I this is probably a statistical thing, but I feel this. I don't know if this is true, but this is a feeling I have. The more you break out consecutively in a continuous line, the weaker, the less likely you are to stay within that range. So let's say you break up 3 times, are you just as likely to stay in that range if you only broke up once? You know what I mean? If you went from red to orange, obviously that makes sense. But if you went from red to orange to green to blue, will it stay just as much?
Right. So what happens is when you break a fib level, when you break a level of resistance, what you have to do is you have to come down and find it as support.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was looking at Ethereum, I think it was. Ethereum broke out and it came back down to the level which should have been support, and it just fell straight through it. If you rise too quickly, so it's like walking up a set of stairs. Every time you take a step up a set of stairs, it's like making sure that step is still behind you, right? If you run up a set of stairs, or you run across a drawbridge where all the panels fall out from under you, if you then turn around without looking and run back, what's going to happen? You're going to fall straight back down again.
Yeah.
So what you need to do, that's saying nothing ever goes up forever, nothing ever goes down forever. The reason that works is because you need to, like you say, let's say you break through two or three levels of resistance. You then have to find support. If you don't, you're just going to come straight back down.
Yep.
Ethereum broke the bull market support band. It stayed there for 3 days, and it came down to test the support. And it went straight through support and came back to the same price. Bitcoin keeps bouncing off the bull market support band. And this, if this has gone up multiple levels, how old is this coin, by the way? How far back does the chart go? Is it quite an old coin?
Let me do...
Because again, you have to, when you look at the history of a coin, it tells you a lot about the coin. If it's a new coin, you're kind of doing this half blind. You know what I mean? You're kind of not being able to do it properly.
19th of May, 2023.
It's
very new.
It's 4 months old. It's difficult to say. It's still technically in price discovery.
Yeah.
The new project. An article could come out tomorrow and the price could go up 50%. What's the market cap? Do you have any idea?
I can go to my market cap first.
Look at the market cap. Again, if it's like a $10 million, $20 million market cap, it could shoot up.
Let's have a look. Market cap, we're on 92 million.
92 million. That's a lot bigger than I would have thought. 92 million, it could go to 150, it could go to 200, and it wouldn't need a lot to do that.
6.8 total supply, but 3.8 circulating supply.
It's only got 66% roughly circulating supply. It's not too bad. Not too bad. It's not great. All that means is that there's going to be 50% selling pressure over the period of time it gets released.
Yeah.
So it's gonna work against you. Also, you raise a very interesting point I'm going to mention. When you look at all-time highs from 4 years ago, you have to take into account the number of tokens which were circulating 4 years ago. For example, if there was 1 million tokens 4 years ago and the price was $1, and there is 1.5 million tokens today, to get back to the all-time high of $1, it has to actually outperform the previous all-time high by 50%. Because you have to divide the $1 million market cap by 1.5 million tokens. You actually end up with a 66-cent token equivalent to your dollar token 4 years ago. So the emissions or inflation of a token is something you've got to take into account when you look at all-time highs. Cardano's is very small. Solana is very small. XRP don't think has one. I think it's got a burn mechanism. Ethereum won't have one because it's now deflationary. Bitcoin has a tiny one. The bigger coins don't tend to have it. Coins like this, if in 4 years' time that circulating supply is 100%, then you have to outperform the price today by 50% in 4 or 5 years' time. Okay, so it's difficult for you to say because it's four months away. But is there any trends? Are we looking down? Are we looking up?
Well, we rose past we rose completely past a whole. We broke out of orange, rose completely past green, and we tested the top of the range we're in right now. So we literally just completely combusted upwards. Obviously, like you said, you know.
So we found resistance. Is that what you're saying?
We found a resistance level at 2424. Came down a bit.
How much?
2424.
Is that in cents?
Yeah, I can't bother to say.
So it's 24 cents.
No, 2419. It's 2 cents, but I'm not saying that.
Oh right, I'm with you.
Okay, 2424.
Okay, I'm with you. So we found resistance. How long have we been at resistance for? A couple of days.
We bounced off it like a day.
Right. Okay.
We bounced off a day. And
is that now? Is that today?
That was 28th, 29th, and then 30th we came down from 24. Came down.
What? Okay. Where's the? Are there any volume areas for this?
Yes, we've got two. So we've not got a lot of volume coming all the way down to pretty much near the Fibonacci level of orange. Our next, what's it called?
Support.
support. Yeah, I want to say like a substantial less one.
Yeah.
Substantial support is 0.02247.
Okay.
Which is how much of a fall is that?
Do you remember when we looked at Blazel?
Yeah.
Right. Blazel had it went up exponentially, and I said it had hit a level of resistance which it wasn't going to break, and I said it was going to come back down. So short it because it just went the beautiful curve. Now what happens is you need to have support. You can't keep going up forever and a day. So it's going to have to come down to the next level. Now, if there's no volume, it might come down to the next fib level. And it might come down to the fib level beneath it. So for me, what I would be doing now is I'd be shorting it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the volume level which I have is really close to the top of the orange range, which is the next like a whole level below where we are right now, which is about 5.7% down from where we are. But obviously, if the Fibonacci level is considerate enough, maybe about 4.7 to 5.7% fall. I think we can see with this token.
But the two things we should do now is we should short it from where it is. None of this is financial advice; it's our opinion. We should short it, and then we should short it down to the two levels that are on your screen.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to press you to move on because 11:46.
I just want to point out one thing. Back in about 7 days ago, and it was really weird. Is we saw bearish divergence, and it didn't really fall. It kind of fumbled a bit, and then it came right back up. So
you can get. I mean, sometimes it doesn't play out. It's the same with when you look at bull flags. I think they only play out 66% of the time. Exactly. So it's never. Sometimes it happens. I point out bullish divergence on Bitcoin all the time, and it plays out to a tiny extent because it's a massive coin.
Yeah.
Because we're in this channel now, which is going to keep hitting the bull market support band, and it's going to keep coming down to our level of support, and it's in this kind of choppy range, and I can't see us getting out of it until the end of the year. But anyway, we need to move on. US lockdown. I'm
back. Yeah, my camera was frozen for a bit, but I've fixed it.
US lockdown. We are going to have to get through the articles, and I don't think we're going to have a great deal of time for the quiz. Because we have to be out of here. So get cracking.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Yeah, I know. Bitcoin slips below 27k, but what might government shutdown mean for prices? The last time Bitcoin posted a positive return during September was in 2016. While Bitcoin remains on track to end its 6-year streak of September losses, a modest pullback ahead of what could be an imminent federal government shutdown could put this month's advance in jeopardy. The largest crypto by market capitalization changed hands at 26,800 during Friday afternoon hours, posting a 3.2% return this month so far. However, Bitcoin has declined 1.6% from the 27,400 it touched for a short time on Thursday.
And it hit that because it bounced off the bull market support band and came back down again.
Right.
Why would the lockdown affect Bitcoin? What's the gist of this article? Why is it saying that?
I don't know. Let's get into it. What does the government shutdown mean for crypto?
There we go.
Yeah, I was just about to read this as you started saying that. Impressive macro uncertainty is still a major headwind, that person said. Bond markets around the world are flashing signs of distress as yields have reached multi-year records in the US, UK, Germany, and Japan, to name just a few markets.
Yeah.
Someone said something. As scary as this may sound, during the 21 government shutdowns in the past, the S&P 500 rose 55% of the time, generating an average return of 0.3%. Advisory firm Asgard Markets wrote in a Friday market report.
So, but basically, let me get this right. It rose 55% of the time.
Yeah.
So it fell 45% of the time. So we're pretty much looking at
50-50.
a nothing burger.
Yeah, basically.
So this isn't going to affect crypto whatsoever.
He's basically saying it can go up or down.
Basically saying what?
It can go up or down.
But it's not going to do anything because these happen all the time. Basically, it's a political stunt between the Democrats and Republicans to raise the debt ceiling, furlough everybody for 2 days, cause political mayhem, but the markets are so used to this. It happens all the time. I think it happens every year. So I'm not bothered about it. Let's crack on. Let's talk about two topics which I cannot wait to hear Brogan talk about. And the first one is
these look awesome.
Pudgy penguins.
Pudgy penguins revolutionises NFTs with innovative approach to revenue generation.
Every single
innovative
damn NFT project has an innovative way to make profits. Here's a brilliant idea for you. Why don't you just make profits? Make revenue. Let's not do it in an innovative way. Let's just make a profit.
Yep.
What are they going to do? Are they going to melt the icebergs?
Pudgy penguins, the once famous... Oh, so it's not famous anymore. The once famous NFT collection has undergone a transformation under the leadership of CEO Luca Netz. With a focus on IP and brand development, the company has expanded its offerings beyond digital collectibles. This evolution has led to the creation of Pudgy World, an open-world digital player experience, and even a line of physical toys called Pudgy Toys. Key takeaway, I love this. What's this? Robots.net, I love you. Key takeaway, so it means we don't have to read anything. Pudgy Penguins, known for its NFT collection, is tackling the revenue challenges in the industry by diversifying its offerings. The launch of Pudgy Toys in major retail stores, the company is showcasing a new approach to generating income beyond minting new NFTs.
It's not innovative though.
This innovative strategy allows
making
sustainable
toys.
growth and opens up opportunity expansion into the physical realm. I think we should move on.
Hang on. Before we go any further, let me ask you some questions. Okay, what are they doing that's innovative? They're not doing anything innovative.
Well, for an NFT project, it's innovative because they don't really think about anything because they all do the same thing. And they go, oh, we should make toys. Oh my god! And then like they do their thing which has already been made before. Penguin toys have already existed before. They're not doing anything creative.
So let's cut out all of this hype about NFTs. They have IP, which is a penguin brand, and that penguin brand. If I went to work for that company and say, right, you over there, marketing expert, go and have a look at Angry Birds and copy exactly to the letter what Angry Birds did in their innovative transformation from an app on your phone. How many films did they make?
2 or 3, I think.
2 or 3 films, right? You can get cards.
Me.
Yeah, cards.
I'm exampling this. It's me.
Okay. Get cards. You can get magazines. You can get. So it's not innovation, love, Mister whoever you are, Pudgy. It's just. Can you stop making that noise, please? Very distracting. Stop trying to call things innovative because it's got an NFT in it. It's a waste of time. Right. Next one. We've got 7 minutes. Hand over your mouth. Got 7 minutes to do Mr. Meta. Now I don't know anything about Mr. Beast, so you're going to have to fill me in because I'm as we say on every stream.
This actually has nothing to do with Mr. Beast. I mean, I haven't read any of this.
It has got some Mr. Beast. He talks at the end of it.
I don't. Yeah, but it's a reaction. So basically, the actual meat of this isn't him. He's just like the salted.
Who is he?
Skin. He's a big YouTuber.
He's a big YouTuber.
A lot of money. He does a lot of things.
Got a lot of money. He does a lot of things, and he's on YouTube. And he's reacting to. Have you seen this video, by the way?
Yeah, I saw a bit of it.
So
very good.
Do you want to set the ground for what is being talked about?
So basically, they have like a bunch of cameras, and then like they make you, but they're in real. They make you. They reenact you in a computer, and then you can meet someone else, and it's like 3D spatial and stuff.
Like where Neo meets Lawrence Fishburne. Man or woman do that in their own house. Hand.
It's so that previous article was so bad that it changed me. They don't.
So what's the point of demonstrating something that nobody can use? They can't
use it yet.
No, but how are they going to? How I'm asking you the question.
Oh, you buy this big old thing which probably costs too much money for anyone to averagely buy.
Exactly.
Especially with how everything's going right now.
So like the Apple VR headset.
Yeah, no one's gonna buy this.
What's that? $2,000. $3,000 for a headset. So no one's gonna buy that.
Companies will use this.
Yeah, exactly. So Meta are building a retail product that retail can't afford. So companies will afford it, and then the people that they want to spend their money, which is retail, won't actually use it because they can't afford to use it.
Yeah, because they can't afford anything.
Right.
Barely for food.
So if we go down the path of how every other tech company in the history of the world has made a profit, they have pretty much given away their software for free, haven't they? Facebook, Google, Amazon, I suppose. iTunes was technically given away for free. Of course, you've got to buy your music through it. So everything's given away for free. And then Meta come along, Instagram's hand.
It's the mic. The mic covers
I know,
it.
but we don't need to see you yawning on the camera.
The mic covers it. Look, if I go...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's it.
The point of the matter is that retail aren't going to use something which is...
Not made for them.
Not made for them. So why is he spending $3 billion a quarter on something that this isn't going to work for?
So, gentlemen, what is today's topic? We've gone over a couple of things. Currently, we're going over Mr. Beast reacting to a 3D recreation of yourself with a camera in a meeting, which is pretty cool.
So Brogan's covered Compound, he's covered Pepe, he's covered a project called Status, which does look really good. I just don't think it's going to work because it's not going to get adopted, that kind of stuff. Then we've gone through the US lockdown. We've looked at Pudgy Penguins being innovative by selling stuffed toys, which is as innovative as you get in 1960s America. And Brogan's now explaining how Mr. Beast is reacting to Meta, who have released a new tool that nobody will be able to afford to use. Is that how it's summed up?
Basically, yeah. I think this is a giant nothing article. This was oh crap! I haven't made an article in like a week. My boss is gonna find me. I need to make something really quick. I need someone to click this. Mr. Beast, Meta, Facebook, meetings, crazy.
He's just gone to AI and typed in Mr. Beast, Meta,
Please
Metaverse.
let me have my job. I need this. Do something.
You know what I've noticed? And I'm going off on a little tangent because I don't need to read any more of this. You know what I've noticed? If you go right to the very end of these articles, maybe not this one, it says this article was created using AI under the, under the control of an editor. So basically, a man or a woman has gone to ChatGPT and typed in Mr. Beast, Meta, go.
Yeah.
And it's produced this article. There was an article produced the day that made no sense. And the guy clearly hadn't read it because he was predicting prices for something that was just never going to happen.
Yeah, no. People are like, oh yeah, AI. And I explained this. I don't know when I explained this. Last stream, I think it was. About, AI. ChatGPT is not going to work. But there will be something which can work, but they need to make it custom.
Further down the line.
Yeah.
We're at the very, very, very early stages of AI.
Yeah.
And the problem is that it's very difficult for us to relay information to people when it's been written by AI and hasn't been read by anybody. Like today, we could go home and we could write a news paper full of articles about crypto and publish every single one of them and call ourselves a news agency and not read a single word of it. And most of them will be right, but every once in a while, some of them will be wrong. I know for a fact that those articles aren't read all the way through by people.
No, and like if you ask ChatGPT, can you give me the price prediction of Bitcoin in 2024?
Yeah,
it's going to give you the wrong answers. If you give it a formatted like 1,000-string array of prices, can you predict the trend in this price? If you give it the data and ask it exactly what to do and format it, if you give it every single step it can, other than the mathematical formula, it will provide you the mathematical formula. But if you ask it, can you give me the price prediction? It's not going to give you that because it just doesn't know what that is. So ChatGPT, and that's the thing, and it's what's unfortunate about the blow up of AI is that everyone now thinks ChatGPT is the thing. And when you think of AI, you think of ChatGPT, and when you want to talk about AI, you say ChatGPT, even though there's tons of ways it works. And ChatGPT is the only way. It's just it's just a chatbot.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to do a lot of things in specific. You need to you need to create a model because it's going to be like a terabyte big the model, and that's off everything. So it's not for a use case. It's just for what did I say? It's everything of nothing or whatever I said. Whatever I said.
Yeah.
It was a nice thing. But what I will do very quickly is play this. An hour meeting. We're not playing an hour meeting. No chance.
Is this the clip?
Yeah, I'm just going to play like 30 seconds at the start.
Oh, that's fine. Because what I'm going to do is we have run out of time. Completely run out of time. We've not just run out of time by a little bit. We've run out of time. So what I'm going to do when you finish playing that clip is I'm going to drop a box, because otherwise we're going to miss our appointment. Is it an appointment? Or is it classified as
food
an appointment?
That's kind of cool. It's got its like thing. It does look kind of cool.
I mean, I watched it, and it is, if you're a company with that much money, to produce what he's produced there should not be difficult, should it?
No.
So, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Right. Hear me out now, because I'm not a technical expert and you are. Facial mapping, yeah?
Yep.
So I sit there on my phone or on my TV or on my laptop, and I have a camera pointed at my head.
Yeah.
And it follows the movement of my eyes or my mouth or my head or whatever, and it superimposes that onto a 3D rendered model in the metaverse, which is a standard model that everybody uses. You put your own clothes on it, whatever it might be, your own NFTs on it. How hard is that to do?
I mean, it's mapping a 2D object on a 3D plane. So
It's going to be nearly as good as that, and it won't cost $3 billion. It won't cost $1 billion a month to work out, will it?
I don't know. I mean, because you have 2D eyes, because that it's like a depth map. Oh, it's in color. You saw it on the stream. You pointed to it.
Do me a favour. Go to Google and type in Games Master.
Just close Google.
You're going to laugh at this, but don't laugh at it too hard when I tell you what year it was made. So type in Games Master ITV. And if anyone is as old as me out there who watched this, this was the first
Wrong one. No.
game-related TV show in the UK. And every kid in the UK watched this show. Is it working?
Yeah.
Have you found a head of a man? Right. That is 1987. 1992. No, the show that I watched. I watched it when I was at school, which was 1985 to about 1990.
Right, well, I've got the wrong one then, because all the photos.
Doesn't matter. That's not the point, right? It doesn't matter what the year is. The point is that technology is 35 years old, and they mapped a man's head onto an orb, which is why it looks so skewed. If we can do that 35 years ago, why can't we do it now? If we've got TikTok where you can be a dog, a talking dog, or a talking cat, why can't you do that in the metaverse? Why is it different?
Because it's a 3D modeled thing where you can create it how you need to be. But if you have a 2D camera reading a 2D eye, and then try and convert this 2D eye into a 3D place, it'll look terrible. So if you look at the 3D model head on, it'll look good.
Yeah. All right. What about just moving your eyes and moving your mouth on a 3D avatar? Because that can be picked up as well. All I'm saying is, are you telling me that $1 billion a month and that's what you get? That's what I'm getting to.
It's good, but it's definitely like a lot of money for.
It's a ridiculous amount of money. But you could put 5 programmers in a room and get that. Yeah.
I mean, well, what you said when reading what you could do. Using the 2D, because if you had a perfectly viewed camera and the eyes are pointing that way, but then because it's quite easy to do, because you have your white background and a black dot, let's say. If the black dot, if they both move that way, you just translate that on the 3D model. So if you didn't put your real eyes on the model and used a model's eyes and then programmed it to move whenever your eyes move, that'll look a lot better than doing that. So the mouth can move. You could just track points of the mouth. Yeah. And then however they move, you just do that on the thing. So that could work, absolutely.
All right.
But, it's not $1 billion.
I don't think it's $1 billion. We have got to go. We are in a mad rush because we have to be at home in about 45 minutes' time. So, do you want to do your outro first?
Yeah. I'll say what I always say. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate the support of everyone and spending their time coming and listening and watching the show. And I do appreciate it. And hopefully we said something today, or we showed you something today which helped you in some sort of way.
Perfect. Couple of things. I'm going to have a day off tomorrow. I'm going to say that now, and you'll probably see me on the stream tomorrow. But I'm saying right now, I am going to be gone tomorrow. I need a rest. I'm really tired. I did 12 hours yesterday. Brogan is disappearing. So most important things, we stream every day at 11 o'clock. We stream on Fridays at 1 o'clock as well. Everything you've seen so far, none of it has been sponsored.
What?
None of it has been sponsored. Everything's our opinion. It's not the opinion of the platform that we're streaming on. So do your own research. This isn't financial advice. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if I don't stream tomorrow. The chances are I'm going to wake up full of beans tomorrow morning and stream anyway. But I'm planning to have a day off. And of course, Hollywood, he streams 3 times a week because he needs his beauty sleep more than I do. So with all that being said, I've dropped the box. Thank you very much. See you all Monday. Definitely Monday, if not tomorrow.
Thank you all. Bye.